Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today Go Behind the Label with Nutrilite Rally. My name is Tang from ABO Training and Meeting Department, and I am happy and honored to be your host today. And we are so happy to see you online virtually. For today's event, we have a lot of exciting activities lined up for you to help you understand better on Nutrilite, why we want to go behind the label, and what makes Nutrilite the world #1 selling vitamins and dietary supplement brand. Later, you will listen to the president of Nutrilite Health Institute, Dr. Sam Rambach. Then, you will also listen to Quality Engineering Manager, Sam Kilgore, the other Sam, where he is going to share with you what makes Nutrilite brand so special and learn how Nutrilite can be pure, safe, and effective. To make this rally more fun, there will be a Salora cherry pop-up on and off throughout the session. All you need to do is to count how many Salora cherry. Remember, we want only the green cherry. Keep your answer and stay until the end of the sessions. We will announce how you can participate in these interactive sessions, and there will be mystery prize for 10 lucky winners. Ladies and gentlemen, without further delay, let me bring you to Nutrilite Farm. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to welcome Dr. Sam Rambach, President of Nutrilite Health Institute.
Everybody, welcome to the Nutrilite branding campaign in Malaysia. It's so good to see you all. I wish I was there in person. I think many of you, particularly the older leaders, know that Malaysia is one of my favorite places to visit, and I've been coming to Malaysia for more than 50 years. And I want to compliment you all, particularly the leaders of the past, for the wonderful example you've set for the Amway business, and you've made Nutrilite so popular in your part of the world. So these are very exciting times for our business right now, as you might well know from what's going on in the world of COVID. But what we're finding is that one of the best ways to tackle this dreaded disease is to prevent it from happening in the first place. And that's what Nutrilite is all about, helping people to embrace optimal health for a lifetime. And that's what makes this business so exciting, and why I love to come back and to see my favorite people in the business who have been working this business for a long time, the great leaders of the past who have been on the business side are marvelous. Dr. Jerry, Fu Akian, Shan Kun Tin, all those folks had made a measurable impact on the Nutrilite business in Malaysia, and I thank them all for that. But these are the new times, and we've got lots of new people in the audience, I understand, and I can't think of a better time to be entering the Nutrilite business, because the whole world is beginning to recognize the importance of health. As I like to say, and many of us like to say, health is everything. With good health, it's possible to achieve any goal. So our focus on nutrition and taking charge of one's life is particularly important at this time in our planet's history. But as I look at that, I begin to see also the tremendous potential out there for you and for those people who are coming into the business, because everyone would benefit from the use of our products. And that's what you're going to be hearing about today, some of the exciting things we're doing at Nutrilite. You're going to be hearing about our traceability factor, which is so important in Nutrilite, and you're going to be hearing more about that from one of our top scientists, Sam Kilgore, not named after me, but much handsomer than I and even a better golfer. So you're going to love hearing his comments on traceability and giving you more perspective on that very interesting aspect of the Nutrilite line that so separates us from others. The future looks extraordinarily exciting for where we're going, ladies and gentlemen, and now's the time to really set your goals and sights for where you're going to take this business in the future. I'm looking forward to more visits to your country. I know Mike is planning some visits for me in the future if we could just get through this COVID crisis. I'm looking forward to seeing some of my old friends, of course, at the same time, and sharing some of the exciting things that we're doing now at Nutrilite to move this business even further ahead in the future. Malaysia has extraordinarily great potential, and from the very beginning it's had this. You have a mixed population group who all work together. There's a joy and a feeling of great excitement in this country every time I've been here. And I love to travel about and to talk with the leaders and meet the new people who are coming into this exciting business and to help them set their sights for taking it on to further heights. So please enjoy yourselves today. Ask lots of questions of Sam, the other Sam. I look forward to coming back very soon to see you all, and I hope you have a wonderful day today, and I wish you great success in the future.
Thank you, Dr. Sam. It is always good to hear from Dr. Sam, and you can't imagine a person who is around the age of 84 years old is still that active and energetic, all because of Nutrilite. Coming up next is another Sam, Sam Kilgore, Quality Engineering Manager, to share with us how Nutrilite can be pure, safe, and effective with the traceability process. In a simple words, knowing the history of a product, knowing where a product or its ingredients come from in more in depth. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Sam Kilgore.
Thank you for those really nice introductions. As you heard, my name is Sam Kilgore, and I'm a quality manager at Nutrilite. I'm genuinely honored to be here with you today, and to have the opportunity to talk to you about some of my favorite topics. I understand some of you may be new to Amway and Nutrilite, so I want to welcome you to the family and congratulate you on taking the initiative to develop yourself and take control of your wellness journey. Whether you're new to Nutrilite or have been using our product for years, today I'm going to take you behind the label with Nutrilite in a way that we have never done before. The reason I can do that is because Nutrilite has a history that is unmatched by any other brand. We've been in business since 1934, and for 86 years now, we have been dedicated to the scientific study of phytonutrients and how they contribute to optimal health. But beyond that, we've always known that the only way to make sure consumers can get the benefit of phytonutrients is to cultivate high-quality crops and to control every step of growing and processing operations. The Nutrilite traceability process is one of the most important ways that we differentiate ourselves from our competitors. It clearly communicates why Nutrilite is a premium brand by sharing an unprecedented level of detail on how we build quality into our products and control every step of our supply chain to ensure our supplements are always pure, safe, and effective. But before we go into the Nutrilite program of today, let's focus a little more on our foundations. Though Nutrilite officially started in 1934, the brand's story begins well before that. Carl Renborg, Nutrilite's brand founder and Dr. Sam's father, was living in China in the early 1910s and 20s when he began noticing a difference between people who lived in the city and people in the country. The people in the country seemed to be healthier than those in the city. Carl also observed that people in the country ate far more plant foods than people in the cities. So he deducted that the secret to health might be hidden in the chemistry of plants. Out of these observations, Carl also glimpsed an opportunity. The world was industrializing rapidly, and it was inevitable that more and more people would migrate to cities. Accessing healthful foods has always been more difficult in cities. So did that mean that humanity was destined to have a future of poor health? What if someone could find a way to capture the benefits of a plant-based diet and deliver them in a convenient form to urban consumers? So Carl returned to the United States, and he began studying the components of plants. He was able to identify what he called associated food factors, which we now call phytonutrients. And he used these plant extracts to create what is believed to be the first multivitamin, multimineral product sold in the United States. That first product was one of the first milestones in Carl Renborg's dream of bringing wellness to people all over the world. And it was the birth of the company that would one day become what the Nutrilite brand embodies today. In addition to being the first, we're also the world's #1 selling vitamins and dietary supplements brand. And we're the only global vitamin and mineral brand to grow, harvest, and process plants on our own certified organic farms. The reason that we own and operate these farms is because plants are the foundation of our products. And Nutrilite leadership has long understood that in order to acquire the best plant ingredients for our products, it is critical to have control over every step from seed selection to growing, harvesting, and all the way through processing. Documenting and demonstrating that control is what we now refer to as traceability. More specifically, the definition of traceability is the ability to track and follow an item through all stages of production, processing, and distribution. And the basic requirements of a traceability program is to answer 3 simple questions. 1, where did it come from? 2, what did I do to it? And 3, where did I send it? This minimum requirement for traceability is referred to as 1 tier up, 1 tier down. And in the food and supplement industries, this is typically a government requirement. Now, governments establish requirements for traceability primarily due to concerns about public safety. Around the world, it is not unusual to see stories about people becoming sick from their food. These first 2 stories are fairly typical. The first story talks about an incident where more than 60 people in northern Malaysia became ill with salmonella after eating laksa from a local shop. Food poisoning is quite common in the United States too. The second story covers an incident where 50 tons of salad products were recalled due to E. coli contamination. Cases of food poisoning like this are almost always preventable and are usually linked to poor handling practices. The third story reveals an issue of particular concern in the supplement. The company mentioned in this story is alerting the public to watch out for counterfeit pills. It can be really hard to know how much fake product exists on the market. But one study from Thailand found that as much as 40% of cosmetic and supplement products in Thai shops might be fraudulent or adulterated in some way. As ABOs and consumers, your health and financial well-being rely on knowing you can get high-quality products. Incidents like these can cause a lot of confusion. And as a brand owner, even one incident like this can cause a serious loss of trust. And now is a particularly bad time to lose trust in your brand, because consumers all over the world are asking for more and more information to prove that they can trust the products they purchase. They are asking to go behind the label, and that means traceability. There are 3 main drivers of this trend: a desire for safe and authentic products, as we just saw, but more and more consumers are telling us that they simply have a right to know this information. Among general consumers, 70% say that they would like to know where their food product comes from. 73% say that they would pay more for products that offer transparency. and 86% of millennial moms say that they would pay more for transparent products. And specifically in Malaysia, more than 42% of shoppers feel that companies don't give them enough information about the safety of ingredients. And greater than 72% want brands to better explain the function of the ingredients in their products. Greater than 60% would like brands to identify the sources of their ingredients. And among consumers of dietary supplements, 90% would be willing to pay more for products that they know are safe, and would even switch brands if another offered them more information about how they ensure safety. Which is why I'm very excited to share with you today Nutrilite Traceability, a way that we are taking you behind the label and equipping ABOs to show the Nutrilite difference, and a way we set our brand apart from other global supplement brands. In its simplest form, traceability means knowing where the products you consume come from. But for Nutrilite, we go far deeper. We know the who, what, where, and how behind the products you use. We believe that every supplement user has a right to know and see not only where their products come from, but the tests, checks, and scans done along the way to make sure our products are truly pure, safe, and effective. Now, let's look at the definition again real quick. Traceability is the ability to track and follow an item through all stages of production, processing, and distribution. Sounds simple, right? Well, it can be. Let's take a look at a real simple example. In many countries, farmers markets are a common way to buy fresh fruits and vegetables. In this business model, traceability isn't very difficult. Products go straight from the farm to the market to the consumer. But farmers and farmers markets definitely don't make up a large portion of the global supply chain. What if we need to maintain traceability in the real world of international commerce? Now, this next graphic is a simple illustration of how a global supply chain might work. You can see the materials flow from many different directions, and many different entities touch those materials before they eventually become a finished product. Now, let's think about a typical supplement brand. Most likely, they didn't manufacture their own product. So on this map, they would be here. They might have visibility to some shipping, manufacturing, and warehousing. But remember what I described before about one tier up, one tier down? Well, in this example, you can see that there's a lot they may not know about their product. And most importantly, they are very unlikely to know those first steps where botanical ingredients are grown and processed. With Nutrilite, we do not settle for this limited visibility. As we just saw, most companies have visibility into only a few steps of their supply chains. Far fewer have visibility into all steps. And even fewer are willing or able to show this to customers. But that's exactly what Nutrilite is doing. We are building communications tools and digital experiences to equip you to show the people, places, and processes behind Nutrilite products. This campaign is taking an important and timely topic and building it in a way that is easily shared, helping people experience Nutrilite's leadership in traceability. And by sharing these experiences, we can provide consumers with the information that they need and build trust in the Nutrilite brand. Traceability helps us ensure that our products are pure, safe, and effective. Nutrilite has always had a commitment to seed the supplement, but traceability gives us the opportunity to show you the process, because you are the inspiration behind our obsession with the details. So now let's talk briefly about what we mean by pure, safe, and effective. We'll also look at some fun videos that we've created to illustrate the meaning. Purity means no matter where our ingredients are grown, we can trace what is and what is not in Nutrilite supplements. Whether through our own Nutrilite farms or partner farms around the world, we require traceability of the crops and test each crop received against our strict standards. And that traceability extends down to the exact parcel of land where an ingredient was grown. Now let's take a look at the video for purity.
I don't know why people think Nutrilite has such an obsession with the purity of your supplements. Is it because we weed our fields by hand to avoid synthetic chemicals? Or because we record everything about a plant? We call it the plant's birth certificate. And if you were to print off a single year's worth of our records, you would cover 17 acres of this farm. Or because we track our ingredient and crop location by GPS, as in satellites in space. That's not obsession, that's Nutrilite purity. Pure ingredients for pure supplements. That's the more behind the Nutrilite label.
We go above and beyond industry standards when testing our products for safety. We use state-of-the-art equipment operated by talented scientists to test for even the tiniest traces of unwanted materials. Before anything ships to consumers, it goes through full testing to confirm it meets our requirements for that particular product, or it never leaves our possession. And all of these results are tracked with lot numbers, batch numbers, item numbers. Every raw material, finished product, and package gets a number. And with those numbers, we know the who, what, when, where, and how of those supplements.
Imagine a world where plants have fingerprints, and where a group of scientists have fingerprinted over 1,300 of the world's botanicals to discover their health benefits, and where every seed is given a unique birth certificate to track its life from seed to supplement. Imagine a group of scientists who search the globe for the best farms on every continent, except Antarctica. Imagine a farm where nature is used to help nature, and where natural pest control is the job of falcons, like copper, and where farmers understand their plants so well that they know the precise moment to harvest to optimize their nutrients. Imagine a supplement company that uses every part of every plant, extracting essential phytonutrients for your benefit, and using the rest of the plant to revitalize the soil on its farms. Imagine a team of engineers so obsessed with product excellence that they run more than 500,000 quality checks a year on their supplements. Or a team of packaging engineers who run more than 30,000 tests in extreme condition to ensure that your supplements will remain pure, safe, and effective from our door to yours. Imagine a life colored with the power of phytonutrients, nurtured every step of the way. Because at Nutrilite, we believe to get truly traceable supplements, you need to go behind the label. These are the real people that bring to life a world you don't have to imagine. This is the real world of Nutrilite Traceability.
When it comes to effectiveness, Nutrilite goes deeper to ensure our customers receive the most effective supplements possible. We look at things like tablet shelf life, making sure that the correct level of nutrients are in every tablet, and test to make sure we provide consistent levels of nutritional effectiveness every time.
I don't know why people think Nutrilite has an obsession with the effectiveness of your supplements. Is it because our scientists run tens of thousands of tests on hundreds of plants just to choose a couple dozen that might meet our standards? Or because we'll spend as many as 10 years researching optimum nutrient levels in a single plant? Or because to understand the health benefits of a single ingredient, we pour through the research equivalent of up to 30 novels. Here you go, Valentina. That's not obsession, that's Nutrilite Effective. Effective ingredients for effective supplements. That's the more behind the Nutrilite label.
So here it is, Nutrilite Traceability. It consists of a 9-step process and is designed to give you a new look inside Nutrilite. This process brings our obsession with details and tests to life, so you can see our commitment to making products pure, safe, and effective. So now let's use one of our products, XX, and one of the ingredients in it, alfalfa, to see how this works in practice. Choosing the botanical. We searched country upon country, continent upon continent, to find the best botanicals for Nutrilite XX. We have over 1,300 phytonutrient fingerprinted botanicals in our functional target library that help lead us to the best ingredients and ingredient combinations. Just like your DNA, botanicals can be fingerprinted to discover their nutrient composition. We do this to confirm we have the precise plant species we need with phytonutrients that will deliver the right benefits for your health. Seed selection. We're very picky about the plants that go into our products. Nutrilite researchers identified seeds that result in high-performing alfalfa, with high yields, vigor, potency, and hardiness. We plant lots of seeds every year, but not every seed will do. While small in size, the seeds we plant can greatly impact the ingredients that go into our products. We start by testing and use third-party inspectors who do the same. We test for things like organic nature, purity, and germination rate. We ensure high nutrient content and no contamination. Once the seeds pass our tests, they get a latinum to help us follow them throughout their life, from being the seed that we plant in the ground all the way to the product in your hand. Choosing the farm. We travel to countries all over the world in search of the best farms to grow our ingredients. In the case of our alfalfa, Nutrilite Rancho El Petcal, our certified organic farm in Mexico, provides an ideal climate for growing alfalfa all year. It's not easy to get to. It's 202 kilometers away from the nearest city. But being so far away means they are not impacted by pollution the way that cities are. And that's great for the crops. But we didn't just decide to grow alfalfa in Mexico because it's easy. Our researchers know that not all crops grow the best under the same conditions. We get the best ingredients for our products by finding the best combination of plant and growing region. If we can't grow it well on part of our nearly 6,000 acres of organic farmland that we own, we go to great lengths to find the best partner farms in climates that are ideal for growing each of our unique ingredients. And we qualify those partner farms using our NutriCert process, ensuring not just a great ingredient, but also environmental sustainability and engagement with the communities we support. Our farming standards require the best soil and the purest water. And our sustainable farming principles ensure our plants will always be healthy and strong. That means no synthetic chemical pesticides or fertilizers. Instead, we use good bugs, falcons, and natural weed control to protect our plants. Alfalfa crops are monitored daily to ensure harvest at peak nutrient levels. Alfalfa's beauty is more than skin deep, too. Its roots grow far into the ground, breaking up and aerating the soil to enrich its health. Harvesting. Day or night, when our plants are at their highest nutritional value, we are there ready to harvest. Nutrilite agricultural researchers test to find harvest times when phytonutrient potency is at its peak. And additionally, when crews harvest the crop, it is immediately dried and milled right on the farm, because speed is key to preserving nutrients and preventing the growth of microbes. On average, we move plants from the field to our dryers within 30 minutes. Each minute counts, and records are kept throughout. Alfalfa in particular keeps us busy. In Mexico, alfalfa can be grown all year long, so harvest takes place throughout the year. Extracting. Skin, seeds, roots, leaves. We separate the parts of the plant that give us the highest level of nutrients. We then extract these nutrients into liquid concentrates that are dried into powders, which meet our rigorous standards. In addition to optimizing nutrients, this step also helps us control microbes and thoroughly screen the materials to ensure no foreign contaminants, heavy metals, or pesticides are recovered. Any leftover plant materials get composted and are put back into our fields, naturally feeding the soil. Manufacturing. Manufacturing starts with receiving our raw materials upon arrival to our facilities. They're not even allowed in the door until we have conducted thorough inspections of the delivery truck for damage or fill, and inspections of the material confirm the identity and quantity being delivered. If anything is off, the entire load is rejected. Once material is inside our facilities, we continue to go above and beyond requirements. This way, we are in control, helping avoid potential contaminants such as heavy metals, pesticides, foreign materials, irradiation, and microbes. We are not willing to rely on others when it comes to the safety of our consumers. We not only confirm raw material identity, we confirm it carries our required level of nutrient potency. An average batch of XX gets tested 200 times throughout manufacturing. And for all products, we perform greater than 500,000 quality checks every year. All of these activities are documented in great detail, and those records are maintained so that we can track the quality levels of our products every step of the way. We know the who, what, when, where, and why of every material that comes in and every product that goes out. Packaging. Packaging documentation for every product that leaves our doors includes the item produced, the production date, the batch code, the quantity and identity of the raw materials that were used, the equipment that was used, and even the employees that were involved in executing each critical step. We perform more than 30,000 packaging tests every year in our labs to make sure that we have the best packaging components to protect our products. And only after all of this does the product make it to you. But we are still not done. Every record that I've described up to now is linked to every shipment of finished product. This allows us to react quickly to any customer inquiries. But more than that, this entire journey from the seed in the ground to the supplement in your hand takes place with you in mind. Knowing where your ingredients come from and seeing each step in our process gives you the confidence you need to make smart choices for you and your family. I don't know why people think Nutrilite has an obsession with the safety of your supplements. Is it because we do 500,000 quality checks a year? That's roughly 1 a minute for those of you keeping track. Or because every batch we make gets at least 10 days of safety testing? Or because if I lost anything in our manufacturing facilities, even this pen, we'd halt production and throw out the entire batch rather than risk even the tiniest contamination. Thanks, Julio. That's not obsession. That's Nutrilite safety. Safe ingredients for safe supplements. That's the more behind the Nutrilite label. And our process doesn't stop with us. We are now working with a third party to verify our traceability standards. EcoCert is a certifying body and a global leader in assessing organic and sustainable systems. For 25 years, EcoCert's principal activity has consisted of in-field inspections of the adherence to a standard's requirements. We are really excited to see where this leads. So we've covered a lot of information in the last 30 minutes or so. Some of you may be feeling a little overwhelmed by all of it now, and that's okay. There's a lot of technical information captured in our traceability program. But one of the most important reasons we are providing all of this information is to help ABOs build your businesses. So let's review how traceability can do that. First, consumers are clear that this is information they need in order to help them make purchasing decisions. For Nutrilite, this information can be very helpful in answering questions about the price value of Nutrilite products. Because we all know that Nutrilite is a premium product, but how can a new customer be sure? This is truly a differentiator for Nutrilite compared to our competition. There are no other global supplement brands who can share as much information as we are. And finally, this information puts ABOs in a position to develop trust in you, your business, and the products you represent. So we're just about done with the presentation. But before I finish, I'd like to tell you some things about Amway and Nutrilite that are more personal for me, and are the reason why I'm so passionate about this company and this brand. So my regular job, when I'm not speaking to you, involves quality for our ingredient suppliers. And a major part of that is administering our NutriCert program. Early in the presentation, you heard me talk a little bit about our Nutrilite farms. It's true that we own and operate 4 different farms, covering about 6,000 acres of certified organic land. Our farms and all of the people that work there are amazing. And because they're so amazing, it can be tempting for people to believe that all the plant ingredients we use in our products are grown on our farms. And that's just not true. First, there are more than 180 plant ingredients that go into Nutrilite products. And many of those plants can only be grown in specific climates and locations. So it would be impossible to grow them all on our farms. So we created the NutriCert process, a way that we ensure we are working with partner farms that share our philosophy of organic farming, ecological sustainability, and community well-being. By implementing NutriCert around the globe, we are not just keeping all those benefits within our own family. We are pushing the entire global industry to act more like us. So when people question the value of Nutrilite products, for me, it's an easy response. There is no other company that's able to do the things that we do, to be a force for good in the world, to bring you the best of nature, the best of science, the best for you and your family. And I am proud to be here every day doing that work to help support all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sam, for your sharing. It is indeed very insightful, wonderful, and we gained a lot of knowledge about it. We have some common questions and we would definitely love to have your professional's advice about it. Questions number 1. Why should I care about traceability?
Well, that's a great question to start with. Nothing matters more than your health and the health of your family. You need and deserve to know how your products are made to help you make smart, safe choices, especially in a world where reports of food adulteration, fraud, and safety violations are on the rise. When a product is traceable, you can feel confident about choosing it.
Thank you so much. Questions number 2. Are all Nutrilite products traceable?
Well, the short answer to that is yes. All of the ingredients that make up Nutrilite products and the products themselves meet industry standards for traceability. Our botanical ingredients go above and beyond industry standards, with to the source tracing down to the farm level.
Thank you so much. Come to question number 3, a very interesting one. Since all our ingredients are traceable, does that mean they all are organic?
A great follow-up question. The short answer for that is no. While many of our botanical ingredients are grown on our certified organic farms, our supplements themselves are not organic. That's because we use the best of nature and the best of science to create the safest and most effective products for our consumers. And sometimes that means including non-botanical ingredients.
Thank you. Come to question number 4. People will ask, why don't we show the traceability of all our products and ingredients on our website?
Well, for the initial phases of the Nutrilite traceability experience, we focused on our flagship products and the ingredients in our portfolio to find the right content balance. Based on consumer interest, as this initiative advances, we're definitely going to consider including other products from our portfolio on the website.
Thank you so much. Questions number 5. Do all our ingredients come from our own farm?
So no, climate and habitat determine where specific botanicals grow around the world. So we have chosen NutriCert certified partner farms located on every continent except for Antarctica to provide the ingredients that we cannot grow on our own certified organic farms. Our NutriCert certification program ensures that every partner farm meets the same strict requirements for sustainable farming and traceability as our own farm.
Thank you very much. Last but not least, what is the difference between supplement traceability and food traceability?
Okay, so food traceability is the ability to track any food item through every stage of production, processing, and distribution, including importation and at the retail level. Supplement traceability requires knowing the history of the product, specifically where its ingredients come from, one tier up and one tier down from the company that's selling the supplements. In both cases, traceability means that movements can be traced one step forward and one step backward at any point in the delivery chain.
Thank you, Sam, for joining us in today's rally. And I believe many of us learned a lot from you today. Hope that when the pandemic is over, you will have a chance to visit Malaysia. And we will definitely bring you around for local food hunt. Wow! Hey Joyce, why are you driving the tractor? Do you even have a license?
For me to know, for you to find out. Hi Tang. So actually I know that you're having the rally today. So I want to make sure that what Joanne has recently shared in the VNLC is also shared with the audience here today.
Oh yeah, right. That is super important. Can we have the video please?
Good evening. How are you all doing? Selamat petang. Ni hao. How are you all? My name is Joanne Chong, Head of Marketing, and I feel so honored to be here to share with you the plans that we're going to move the business forward together. With the COVID-19 impact, there are new norms or habits developed. With this new norm, our brand awareness have become much more important as the consumer now are not able to see us unless we bring ourselves to them. When we talk about Amway brand, there are three key brands that now pop into people's minds. First, Artistry, Nutrilite, Amway. Do you know what is each of these brand awareness level? Let's start with Artistry, 30%, Nutrilite 65%, and thanks to all your effort, Amway awareness level is as high as 88%, almost 90%. Means every 10 people, 9 people are aware of Amway. I would like to say we are the one of the Amway affiliate in the world enjoying high awareness level. Congratulations. However, in terms of product brand, in a lot of cases, our consumer will only remember our Artistry and Nutrilite products as Amway nutrition or skincare products. From the brand perspective, there are room for us to improve. Once again, congratulations to all of you. We have made Nutrilite the #1 brand in nutrition, and we have about 10% market share. And for beauty, Artistry is #2 brand in beauty skincare and also have about 10% market share. Please give yourself a big round of applause. No brand can build overnight. It's definitely a result of all your effort in the past so many years. Even though we are in the #1 or #2 leadership position, are you satisfied with that? Do you think that we can improve or increase our market share to 20% or 30%? What is the impact to your business? I'm going to leave the imagination to you then. As you are familiar with best of science, best of nature, you understand and recognize how stringent Nutrilite standard is. Nutrilite care about what we select and what we put into the products before we deliver the products to you and to your customer. Meanwhile, as a brand, we constantly ask ourselves, what do people want from nutrition? In the recent COVID-19 influence, a new trend is especially key when we come to vitamins and supplements. Even though you and me might not really realizing that, consumers are looking for a peace of mind when they select their supplement. First, they're looking for a reliable source, safe, and again, not compromising its performance. Consumers want to know what exactly go into the products that they consume. In fact, do you know that Nutrilite starts from growing ingredients, tracing every function performed in each of the stations of the farm to ensure the highest quality and the most effective ingredients? Nutrilite care a lot about sustainability, safety, and quality, and they continue to be one of our main focus in Nutrilite. So to ease the learning, there are 9 steps from choosing the botanical, select the seed, select the farm, grow, harvest, and many more until final packaging. And we would like to tell you that we are the only brand in the market that can provide the detail down to that level. We hope we can together to share these great products with the great value, pure, safe, effective products to all your friends and customers around you. Let's move forward together. Thank you very much. 谢谢. Terima kasih.
From all the speaker sharing today, now you know how stringent the quality of Nutrilite products are. You can be assured that the Nutrilite products that you consume are pure, safe, and effective. With such great products, we want to support your Nutrilite business to the next level. Please join me to welcome Category Manager of Nutrition, Joyce Tan, the lady who is driving the truck just now, to share with you more exciting news to support your Nutrilite business.
Thanks, Tang. Hey, all you Nutrilite fans. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Joyce, Category Manager for Nutrition. If you are convinced that Nutrilite is your brand of choice of supplement, I hope you are even more convinced today that you have made the right choice. Hearing from the one and only Dr. Sam himself, and one of the key persons behind the Nutrilite label, Sam Kilgore, and Joanne, Head of Marketing, how can you not be convinced that Nutrilite go through ridiculously detailed steps to give you pure, safe, and effective supplements? In support of your tireless effort to spread the Nutrilite love, here comes a series of awesome materials, starting with a handy playbook, articles in Amway Now, brand videos, ACS Center poster, shop display, product card, social media postings, and a brand new traceability website. Want to see our Nutrilite farms in action? Well, here's your chance to stay up late. And all this between September to December 2020. Externally, we are going digital crazy, putting our footprints in Facebook, YouTube, Google, targeted sites where it matters, to put the Nutrilite word out there, starting from October 2020 to March 2021. Between October to December 2020, we will be focusing on the Nutrilite brand. Then, from January to March 2021, we will be focusing on the Nutrilite top 5 products. The whole intention is to partner with you to help you acquire customers or prospects better. Please stay tuned as we share more details with you after this rally. Together, let's bring the Nutrilite brand awareness and favorability beyond 65%. Are you ready? This is Joyce, signing off.
Go behind the Nutrilite label and you'll discover passionate people relentlessly focused on making your nutritional supplements as pure, safe, and effective as possible. At Nutrilite, we believe that knowing how your supplements are made and where their ingredients come from is incredibly important and critical to your overall health. That's why we strictly follow our seed to supplement traceability process, meticulously testing all our plant-based ingredients, authenticating every botanical at every stage of their life cycle, starting from the origin of the seeds to the soil they grow in, to timing and method of harvest, to extraction and concentration, and to the finished product we deliver to you. We can do this because we're the only global vitamin and dietary supplement brand to operate our own certified organic farms, nearly 6,000 acres of them. And we constantly audit and certify our worldwide network of supplier farms. We've been doing it this way for more than 80 years, simply because it's the right thing to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you still remember the interactive activity that we mentioned earlier? This is how you join. Time flies, and we have come to the end of today's sessions. We hope that while you enjoy the entire sessions, you also learn more about why Nutrilite and the importance of going behind the label. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay hebat. Till we meet again, this is Tang signing off. Thank you.